Okay, hi guys. Um, this is kind of just going to be a very impromptu video, nothing too complicated in terms of like editing and stuff. But today it was the first day of NaNoWriMo, and yes, I know I said I probably wouldn't be doing NaNoWriMo this year, but you know what? I'm allowed to change my mind, so sue me. I decided to end up doing NaNoWriMo just because I did have such a good time last year. And honestly, even if I don't do 50K, any progress on a new story is good progress. So I'm just trying to be kind to myself in that respect. This is the journal I'm working with for NaNoWriMo. It's my Newt Scamander journal that I got after seeing the first Fantastic Beasts movie, because Newt Scamander be hot. Anywho, so yeah, today was the first day. I think I started writing around 8 o'clock, and I hit my, I'm going by page goals, and the way that I'm doing this is, I used this page right here to kind of test and see how many words on average fit on a single page of this notebook. So then I can just count the pages that I write and multiply by that number to see how many words roughly I got. So yes, my NaNoWriMo page is technically an estimate of how many words I've written. It's not going to be very far off, though, of an estimation. So I'm trying to get as specific as I can. The reason why I'm doing it like this, instead of typing out what I write in my journal to get a precise word count, is because that's I'd say 50% of the problem with why I hit burnout last year, because technically I would go to work because I had a very kind of relaxing job that didn't have all that much going on a normal basis. Sometimes I was hit with a lot of stuff and sometimes I wasn't, but I would have to go to work, write all day, and then come home and spend 3 to 4 hours transferring everything from my journal onto my computer to get a precise word count. So it was like working a 9-hour a day, like working 9 hours a day, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it definitely gets to you after some time, and you do hit burnout. And I was trying to, stay one step ahead, one day ahead, I guess, by doing double the word count on the first day and then just trying to keep it up after that so that I could be ready for Thanksgiving. That didn't go so well. So I'm being a little freer with myself this year, and I'm giving estimates on what my word count is. But I think I at least hit the daily goal for NaNoWriMo, that being 1,667 words. I'm pretty sure I've hit that. So as long as I've hit that, I'm okay. I'm pretty happy. For those of you who don't know, my project for NaNoWriMo this year is shaping up to be my first epic fantasy. And it's going to be a romance, a epic fantasy romance, I guess. I can't word after after today. I started about 8 o'clock, and I think I finished writing 10 pages out of this notebook at around 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock this afternoon. I did have to pause because I am helping to take care of my grandfather right now. And obviously he has priority. He is one of those permissible distractions that comes with NaNoWriMo. But I'm proud of myself for ultimately deciding to do this. For those of you who are wondering and paying attention, no, I did not finish Canvas before I started on this, and maybe I'm insane. Bad writer. Get one project done before you start another. But I hit my word count goal with Canvas. And I decided to say, you know what, I need a break from this anyways. The genre's kind of getting to me a little bit, because it is darker and it is more in depth. As a murder mystery, you need to make sure you have all your bases covered. and I'm not feeling too, like, confident about it right now, so I figured I should take a break and write something that's kind of been on my mind lately, which is this epic fantasy romance, which I am calling Truth's Many Faces. Sorry, I keep adjusting the camera. I'm in bed, so my laptop kind of keeps falling backwards or forwards. But my NaNoWriMo project is called Truth's Many Faces. This originally started as an idea for a D&D character I had, and I didn't know when I would be able to play the character, and I was itching to play it, and I said, screw it, I'm writing a book. So, to give you kind of a basic synopsis, the main character belongs to a secret organization called the Faceless Order, which was organized after the war between humans and a race called Fea, which is kind of like the Fae fairy race of D&D, but I have to call it something else for copyright purposes. Any hoozles. The Faceless Order was created after the war between humans and Fae because there were people who were not going to accept that the war was over with basically no winner, and they were not going to accept the mingling and merging and peace treaty between the societies. So the Faceless Order was created to try to keep the peace among humans and Fea. And our main character joins the Faceless Order about 100 years after the war ends. And part of the deal with the Faceless Order is it's called this because there's pretty much no way to figure out who is a member. You have no idea how to find them. And 90% of that is a policy that they put into place at their inception, which said once a year, all the members will drink poison, die, and be reincarnated as a completely different person with a new identity. It's a good way to make sure that none of their agents are compromised. And if you get compromised before the year is out with your new identity, then you have to go through the ritual of reincarnation before that time. If you get compromised a second time after that, you go through the ritual, and whoever found out who you were, whoever could compromise you, has to die. If you get compromised a third time, you die and you don't come back. So, our main character has been in the Faceless Order for about 7 years when the actual book starts. The prologue kind of covers when she joined the Order. But the start of the book Legitimate takes place about 7 years after she started. And she's given a new mission with a new partner, and she meets one of the targets in this group that she needs to keep surveillance on and make sure they're not causing any trouble. And she starts to feel compromising feelings for this person. And that's a problem. Because, like I said, if you get compromised, you have to go through the reincarnation ritual, which I'm probably going to have to call something else when I publish the book, because again, D&D copyright, I really don't want to screw with that. I'm going to have to call it something else, probably. Point being, that's the main conflict of the story, is that she's starting to feel human feelings that are totally normal for some people, and her job cannot really permit that. So, now she's got to figure out what the fuck to do. So, I think I got like halfway through the prologue today. Which is kind of makes me happy, because if this is going to be an epic fantasy, I want super long chapters. And this is probably going to be the longest book I've ever written, probably ever will write. So, anyway, that was day 1 of NaNoWriMo. I am already really tired. But I'm glad I decided to do this. Maybe it'll kill me, but what a way to go. So, I'm hoping to check in every single day with updates on how it's going, so hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow with an update on how day 2 went. So for now, happy NaNoWriMo. I hope your guys' project are doing well, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Bye guys.